News coming in from Mumbai. Murky details are emerging in the Mumbai hit-and-run case. After the incident that took place when Mihir Shah was on the wheels of the BMW vehicle that hit a couple, he called his friend about 40 times. The Mumbai cops are now trying to recreate the crime scene. Yesterday, the first visuals arrived of him being produced in the court. He's now been sent to 6 days of police custody. Remember, it's not just about an accident. It's also about that you were drunk, and that also was being served in a pub where you are below the permissible limit. You are 24 years old, allegedly drunk, speeding on a vehicle, hit a couple and then flee, not even help them and rush them to the hospital. Cops are now going to question one Mihir Shah and then the driver who was also in the vehicle but not on the wheels at that time. They will be cross-questioned for further details because it will be about whether he was intoxicated, whether he was speeding the vehicle, why did he flee? And then different mobile phones have been recovered from friends and family. Number plate is yet to be recovered. And specifically about who helped Mihir Shah escape from one location to another. Dev Kotak joins me for the latest on that. Dev, so it appears that he has accepted that he was at least on the wheels when he was driving. What happens here on? Because it's not about accident, isn't it? It's about how using VVIP entitlement to escape the consequences.
Well, yes, you can really understand from the fact that when the cops are clearly saying that he is not cooperating, and in fact his father and the driver also back then were not cooperating. However, the father, Rajesh Shah, who has now been removed as Shiv Sena's deputy leader and has been expelled from the party as well, they were not cooperating. In fact, another twist has come out where the police have revealed in the court yesterday when he was produced, and now he has been remanded to police custody until 16 July, which is a very big thing because the police were pressing for 1 week custody and they got that. They told the honorable court that he had shaved off his beard. This was an apparent attempt to avoid being identified by anyone. Also, the second thing that came up is that he had called his girlfriend 40 times. And later, of course, when he went to her house in Goregaon, you can really understand the kind of mindset and the psyche the driver and more importantly Mihir Shah were having, because despite being aware of the fact that the deceased lady Kaveri Nakwa was stuck in one of the rear wheels and was also dangling by the windshield and between the bonnet, despite that he did not stop. So you can really understand the kind of mindset. While I understand that he was entirely scared, but even the cops go on to mention the fact that had he stopped the car, the lady could have possibly survived and she would have been alive today. So you can really understand this entitlement and this VVIP bratty power comes from where. In fact, Mihir Shah is also responsible for destroying evidence. On Sunday, July 7th morning at 5:30 a.m. when this took place, few hours later, the BMW had been seized and had been parked inside the Worli police station. So in fact on the front windshield and on the back windshield as well, the Shiv Sena sticker had been destroyed. The cops also said that the number plate had been removed and had been destroyed. In fact, the rear number plate was found in the back seat of the car, whereas the front number plate had been brutally destroyed. Of course, it had not been intentionally destroyed. It was the impact of the crash and the collision that caused the number plate to sort of fall out. But you can really understand that he kept escaping from one place to another until he was finally picked up from a Shahpur-based resort. So these are the kind of things that have really come up.
You're rightly pointing out, Dev, that in Mumbai it's similar instance, not just about the incident, but how then the family uses all sorts of connections to ensure that the law does not catch up. It's just a sad state of affairs, and perhaps this entitlement needs to really be dealt now strictly so that at least those who get into this incident realize what can happen thereon and their money power, muscle power will not come to their rescue. Dev, appreciate you joining us with the details in this. Remember that there's been a death in this case. A 45-year-old Kaveri was dragged for about a kilometer and finally she succumbed. In pain, that death came to her while her husband and the daughter watched, and they're asking for justice now. Mihir Shah eventually was arrested, but that didn't come easy to the police. For 3 days, he managed to escape. The number plate of the car is now missing. His father, Rajesh Shah, earlier tried to use his political connections. Even though he was arrested, he got bail. But all of this is not helping them anymore. He's in custody. What happens here on?
More revelations in the Mumbai hit-and-run case. Sources tell India Today the accused Mihir Shah has admitted that he was driving the BMW when it rammed Pradeep and Kaveri Nakwa's two-wheeler early on Sunday morning. Mihir has revealed that he got scared after he dragged Kaveri on the car bonnet for about 1.5 kilometers. After the incident that killed Kaveri, Mihir went to his girlfriend's house and even tried hiding his identity by shaving his beard to escape the police who were searching for him. After India Today's relentless coverage, Mihir was caught after being on the run for 60 hours. Meanwhile, the Brihanmumbai Municipal Corporation sent a bulldozer to the Juhu bar where Mihir and his friends were partying. The BMC claims illegal structures at the bar were demolished. The crackdown comes a day after the bar was sealed for allegedly serving liquor to underage customers. Maharashtra's ruling party, the Shinde Sena, has sacked Mihir Shah's father, Rajesh Shah, from the party after facing relentless political heat over the case. Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena has accused the ruling party of shielding the accused. Aditya Thackeray visited the victim's family on Wednesday.
This is not just a hit and run. This is not just an accident. This is a murder. Day one, we kept our political decency and we said we will not like to politicize this case. But the fact is, if the accused was allowed to run away and hide for 60 hours, now you start thinking whether there was any politics in this, whether there was any political patronage in this. The bulldozer justice that is meted out to people here and there, on slums, on other people, I would want to see that bulldozer justice happening in this case.
उनको बसाने की कोशिश पहले दिन से चल रही, क्योंकि बेटे का जो बाप है वो इतना शिंदे वाली शिवसेना का नेता है और बहुत ही रसूखदार आदमी है, पैसे वाला आदमी है, नशे में बार बार कुचल दिया, सड़क पर फेंक कर वापस कुचल दिया. आप देखिए वीडियो, ये तो बहुत ही अमानुष प्रकार है और ऐसी व्यक्ति कभी जेल से छूटनी नहीं चाहिए.
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Shinde has accused the opposition of politicizing the tragic incident.
अपोजिशन हमेशा आरोप करते रहे, उनके पास आरोप के सिवा दूसरा कोई काम है. हम लोग कंस्ट्रक्टिव काम कर रहे हैं, हम प्रैक्टिकल काम कर रहे हैं. हिट एंड रन में जो दोषी है, जो गुनाहगार है, उनको बिल्कुल बख्शा नहीं जाएगा, उनके ऊपर कड़ी कार्रवाई हो जाएगी.
Kaveri Nakwa's family is demanding swift justice. With Dipesh Tripathi and Saurabh Bhaktania in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.